everybody. Welcome to the vlog about not vlogging. Hi. It's been a while since you've seen me. If any of you guys actually watched any of the old videos from the channel that I deleted. Lots of things have happened. Cars have been bought and sold and blown up that none of you have even seen. And that's just all a mishap that I might explain in a bit. I'm currently in my MR2. It is March 2020. I am driving from New York to Minnesota right now to ride out the coronavirus in my long-distance girlfriend's apartment. So I've been on the road for about 16 hours straight now. It's 7:44 in the morning. I left at 5 p.m. I don't know, time zones change, you do the math. But I'm a little whacked out of my mind right now because, you know, I have been sitting in this small car getting blown around by the wind for like 2 full work days. But you know, I wanted something to, I've been meaning to do an update video for a long time, and I wanted something to work on while I'm stuck in quarantine for, you know, potential weeks. I have no idea how long this is gonna last. I guess we'll find out. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update on what happened to the channel and what's going to happen in the future. So what happened was I uploaded a total of 4 videos. 3 of them were vlogs of me working on my RA64 Celica, and then one 4A GE Toga ASMR, which was recorded with this car. And what happened was, like, I stopped uploading videos because I downloaded an app for recording footage to my phone, because I use an iPhone as my vlog camera, because that's just what I have to work with. I downloaded an app so that I could take wide-angle video with it, because if you tried vlogging with an iPhone before, you know that the rear-facing camera does not allow you to shoot video in like the same wide angle as the photos. Turns out that's for a very good reason. There is a really powerful image stabilization tool built into the stock iPhone video app, and this app that I downloaded to record video off of let me record in wide angle, but there was no stabilization at all, and that made the footage almost useless. Even the stabilization in the program that I used to edit was unable to really make it usable. It was really, really terrible, and I was stupid, and I shot like 3 or 4 really important videos using this app before I actually checked out any of the footage like a dumbass. So all of that was junk, and that left like a huge gap in the timeline of our videos, and I got really discouraged, honestly, and I just kind of gave up. I think where I left off with was just working on the Celica. The next video after that, I believe, was me and Zach and Adam drove to Pennsylvania to buy a 1989 Mazda 323 GTX, the turbo all-wheel drive, square-looking 323. It's fucking sweet, or it was fucking sweet. That thing was awesome. It like ran and drove and had been rebuilt and like made sweet choo-choo noises. It was great. And then I believe that car suffered a fate that I'll get to in a minute. The next video after that was us going to, I believe, also Pennsylvania, but a different part of Pennsylvania, to pick up a $500 1985 MR2 with 180,000 miles and a coolant leak that ran and drove. I ended up just slapping some RTV on the coolant leak, no gasket, putting it back together, and I didn't even change the oil or like do the brakes or anything. This thing had been sitting for 10 years, and I just started fucking driving it. I registered it and just put it on the street, ground all the rust off the brake rotors, and started smashing the fucking tailgate. It was great. The thing was awesome. And then the oil cooler line rotted off after like a month, and it blew up on the way to work. But you know, that happens. It's a real shame because that car ran great. It like ran super well. Now it's sitting in the woods outside the house getting parted out. You know, it is what it is. We have big plans for that, though. I'll talk about that in another video, probably. let's see. There was a video about working on the 323. We replaced the exhaust and did some other things like the slave cylinder, just like some bullshit that really wasn't very interesting. There was a couple driving videos that I made with those two cars, the GTX and the MR2, but you know, they were cool. I might actually do something with the footage from those, maybe use it for like some intros or just like some filler. But you know, basically we bought some sweet cars, and yeah, that was about it. Which is cool, but you know, vlogging's not really vlogging I thought is what I wanted to do. Like vlogging is kind of fun, but I realized that vlogging's not fucking interesting for anybody who's not invested in the channel already. Vlogs are not interesting to watch. Like this one, I would be really surprised if you're still watching this right now. Like 5 minutes into this thing, like props to you, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah, the GTX. The GTX. Zach borrowed it to me because my Corolla like rusted in half. So Zach borrowed me the GTX to drive, and I was driving it, and somebody pulled out in front of me in the middle of a tight left-hand corner, and when they saw me coming, they like stopped in the middle of the road because they were turning left and I was coming from their left. So they just like stopped like deer in the headlights in the middle of the road. And I was given the choice of going to the right of them, which would have put me off the edge of the road into a tree, or to the left of them, which put me in the world's biggest pothole. And I chose the pothole. Like this is a serious pothole too. It's like it was like a slant, like a ramp that went straight up into more concrete. At the end of it, like a 6-inch vertical thing, and I smacked it going about 50 miles an hour, totally fucked the front control arm and like bent the shit out of the wheel. And that car is still sitting in a body shop waiting to have the frame checked out because none of us have any money. So that sucks because that car was sweet. Hopefully if the frame is okay, we're just going to slap a new control arm and some coilovers on it and just hit the toge again. But hopefully that's something for this summer. Well, that is if the whole summer doesn't get put off for the coronavirus. But yeah, so that's what happened. And now I want to talk about what's going to happen. I don't want to do vlogs anymore. Vlogs are not interesting. Like I said, if you're still watching this, fucking props to you, dude. Yeah, vlogs, for somebody who's not invested in us and what we do, vlogs are not interesting. And I don't really want to be a vlogger. I don't really want to, you know, have to be a personality and like, I don't know, vlogging is hard. It makes all the work you do take twice as long, and it just ends up being a lot of talking. Like this, I've been talking for 8 minutes straight now. So what I want to do is interesting videos that are not vlogs, but are still car related. I have a goal in mind for our channel, and that goal is, you know, the feeling that you get when you are out, you're in your car, you know, that you love, your good car, your fun car. All your buddies are either with you in your fun car or following you in their fun cars. And you're all out just kind of like, you know, driving around, fucking getting food, stopping places, getting out, fucking around, just like doing some hood rat shit with the boys, you know? Like that, like doing that like on a sunny day in the summer when it's warm out, you got the windows down, you got the sunroof out, the T-tops maybe, the convertible top down. You're just out like being loud and like obnoxious, and you know, you don't really care because you're just having fun. That feeling for me is the greatest feeling in the world. I love that feeling more than anything. And what I've been thinking about all winter is ways that I could properly convey that feeling through a 10-minute video on the internet. And it's really fucking hard. It's like difficult. I've hit a lot of dead ends. I've spent a lot of, you know, time at work or at night or just in the car commuting, just sitting there scratching my head trying to come up with decent ways to like to get this feeling across through a video. And I think that the 4AGE Toga ASMR, which is the only video still up on the channel at this point that I did last fall, I think that that's close. That video isn't perfect. I'm probably gonna edit it and like clip some of it out because a lot of the footage isn't great. I'm gonna shorten it a little bit, just leaving the best parts. But that feeling of just standing on this, like the place that video puts you, standing on the side of the road, hearing the engine sounds bouncing off the rock walls and stuff, it's just, you know, the crickets and just the sounds of the wind in the trees. It's just a beautiful thing. And the 4AGE is, you know, a staple of Japanese automotive history. It's an icon. It's a great sound. But there's others. You know, you've got your SR20s and your rotaries and your RBs and your JZs and, you know, all the classic, like, you know, initial D Toge engines. You know, maybe get a Subaru in there, a Miata. I want to expand on the Toge ASMR series broadly. I want to probably make that into like a 10 video series. I'm going to work on the audio capture. I'm going to work on the video capture. I'm just going to try and make those as good as they can be, because I really like I really like that. I like those videos. I like that idea. I like that concept. The one that I recorded, I just did with an iPhone, and it turned out pretty well, all things considered. So I want to first things first. I want to expand on the Toge ASMR. Secondly, I would like to, the feeling that I described a minute ago. You know, just fucking around with the boys on a sunny day, driving through the mountains and getting ice cream. You know, just doing like fun shit. I have come up with a few potential ideas for how we might be able to capture that in a video. Like I wanna get driving footage. I wanna get good, proper driving footage that just like kind of, that puts you in, maybe not in the driver's seat, but it puts you there. Like gives you a third person perspective. It lets you kind of like just soak in the atmosphere and like feel what's happening, you know? I have a few interesting ideas for how to do that. That's one. Actually, those are the two biggest things, I'm not gonna lie. I've got a few other little ideas that are kind of half-cooked, but I don't really want to just go throwing those out there right now, because there's no guarantee that those are gonna happen. Like, the two things that I just said are the things that I'm going to try and do this summer. Things that I want to make happen if, you know, we don't end up sitting inside until fucking July, you know, waiting out the apocalypse. I don't think that's going to happen, but who knows? We're going to find out. Oh, one other thing. This car that I'm sitting in right now is currently like totally stock. It just has like an exhaust on it and a header. I am going to be picking up for my cousin in Minnesota a small port 4AG cylinder head from an A92 GTS, like a later one. I'm going to be swapping that onto this car. For those of you who aren't in the know, the AW11s came with big port 4AGs. The small port 4AGs had a better intake port design, higher compression. It'll boost the horsepower of the car. Like just slapping that head on here totally stock will boost the power of the car by like, it'll boost from like 112, 115 to like 130 and increase torque across the power band. And it should increase the reliability a little bit as well, because I'll be deleting my broken TVIS system. My TVIS is broken. It like makes a bunch of noise and like rattles around a lot. It's just bad. And it's a really easy swap. It just bolts on and you can run it off the stock Bigport electronics. And I don't want to vlog that, but I want to make like a 10-minute episode of how to do that, because I think it's a really, really easy, like, you know, OEM plus kind of upgrade for these cars that can be done in a weekend, like with the engine in the car in your fucking apartment parking lot if you have to. So, and like there's a few other MR2 specific things that I want to like not vlog but document and make short consumable videos that you guys can watch and maybe learn a thing or two. And I'll be learning too, because I haven't done any of this. It should be fun though. And okay, we're just about at 15 minutes. I'm gonna try and wrap this up. So this channel is run by myself, Ryan, my roommate Adam, and our friend Zach. And the three of us are working on something big right now. We're working on something big that like might have a lasting impact on the rest of our life, and potentially even like the car scene as a whole. And I know those are big words for a channel with like 22 subscribers, but we got a solid plan. Like, we're getting our shit set out for us, and hopefully we're gonna make this happen. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll probably see things about it in the future. So yeah, that puts me about at the 15-minute mark. I really, really hope that this video is like audible at all. You know, fucking frameless windows in a 30-year-old car, they don't seal very well. There's a lot of wind noise in here. Yeah. You know what? Since this is my fucking channel, I'm gonna plug my Instagram. I'm also gonna plug Adam's Instagram. Maybe I'll put him like right here, and links in the description. You know how it is. Yeah. Fucking stay tuned, boys and girls, people of non-specific gender. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of fun this summer. Should be good.